School is just around the corner, so in this video I want to share with you 5 easy projects that you can make on your Cricut machines to make going back to school as fun and smooth as possible. The first day back to school is always such a big moment that making one of these cute display boards is a really fun idea. Full disclosure, I've never quite been organised enough to make one of these myself. I've always been more of a quick picture on the doorstep before we all run into the car kind of a parent. But I have friends who do this, and actually year after year, if you've got this picture and you see how it changes over the years, it is such a cute memory to have. I have reshared onto my Design Space profile a couple of the images that you could use to make this project. If you want to see who the original artist is for these projects and for any of the projects that I'm sharing, then just click into image info and you'll be able to find that there. I would suggest doing this project using an adhesive vinyl in a few different colors and a blackboard or a whiteboard, because obviously you want to be able to wipe it clean and then reuse it year after year. Now, whilst you're already out getting a whiteboard, I have a bonus idea for you here. Grab a whiteboard, maybe make it an A3 size, and use this image to create your own family weekly calendar. I don't know about you, but I'm already hyperventilating at what our term time week is going to be looking like. So having something up somewhere where we can all see exactly where everyone has to be at all times of the day is going to be a complete lifesaver. So I definitely suggest that you do that. This wouldn't be a Cricut video if I didn't suggest as one of my project ideas, personalizing everything, just everything that you possibly can consider, personalize it for your child. I do own a Cricut machine, but I have to confess that I do still buy those pre-printed sticky labels that you can use to put your kids' names into just everything that they own. However, if I'm going to put a little bit of extra effort in, it will be for something like their water bottles or pencil cases, where I will personalize them with a much nicer, vinyl decal with their name on it, and it definitely brings them joy, so it's worth doing. And there are so many different things that your kids use at school that you can personalize, not just their water bottles and their pencil cases, but even their rucksacks. You could use some iron-on vinyl to put their initials onto there. And if there are any uniform items which don't have to be from the uniform shop, let's say like a summer cap, then you could maybe personalize that with iron-on vinyl with an initial. As annoying as it is having to prepare a packed lunch every day, one of the ideas that I have to make the whole thing a little bit more fun for us and also for the kids is to print really cute little note cards to put into their lunch boxes. My kids are still young enough that they're not going to get too embarrassed by me doing this. I don't know if the same applies to you, but I found these really cute images in Design Space. Again, I've saved them on my profile, but even if you make it off of my profile, the original artist will get the commission, and some of these are from the Contributing Artist program. And I do love supporting other crafters in the crafting space. I'm not sure if the kids are going to understand the puns on these little note cards, but they make me smile. I decided to print them on my Canon Pixma printer. I have a full review of that printer if you are looking for one for your craft. And in the end, I decided just to slice them up with my guillotine instead of actually putting it through the Cricut machine, because they're just rectangular note cards, so I didn't need to get fancy and run it through the machine. Project number 4 that I spotted in Design Space and I thought was genius was to use some sticker paper and print labels for all of those pencil case items that you know are just going to go missing. They're the kind of items that you don't maybe want to waste the more expensive pre-printed labels that you bought for the uniform, but you also don't really want them getting lost. And I don't know about you, but in my kids' schools, when something becomes popular, everyone ends up having it, and right now it's those erasable pens, and I don't really fancy contributing those to just the lost property at school, so these are a really good idea for labeling small little items. And my final idea to share to help you guys with your back to school is to make tags for your kids' backpacks. For my daughter anyway, it is an absolute obsession to have the cutest possible options of tags hanging off of her school bag. So making something personalized with your kid's name or initials, I'm sure they will absolutely love. You could use a combination of foil transfer sheets and faux leather to do the personalization and make the tag, or you could just buy a generic leather tag and use iron-on vinyl to personalize that. You could also use acrylic keyrings and personalize those with adhesive vinyl. I hope these ideas have inspired you. If you do need some help on figuring out how to use adhesive vinyl or iron-on vinyl, then check the videos on the screen now where I've explained it all for you guys. Otherwise, I will catch you next time, and until then, happy crafting!